All right. Good night, one. Good night, all. How is everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody is having an awesome Wednesday night. All right. So, big up to everybody who there, first of all. I hope everybody is hearing me clearly because I made sure that I did a little bit of tweaking to the audio. So, if you don't like the sound of the audio tonight, you let me know if it sounds much better than previous shows or not. That would be appreciated. All right. So, tonight we have uh, a lady, a Jamaican lady, with us who wants to share an ordeal that went down with her in the Cayman Islands. Um, she feels like she's not getting any justice, based on what she has shared with me so far, and what she needs some answers for, right? And we know the thing already when it comes to law, insurance, accidents, the police, stuff like that. And she's going to get into detail and she's going to tell us everything tonight. And we're just going to listen and, pay keen attention to what she has to say. And then, you can feel free to share an opinion as well in the comment section as to what she has to talk about tonight. Also, on the phone line, I have someone, Omar here to give her a little bit of legal advice as well based on what she has to share. He practices law and he's joining us on the line as well. So first of all, let me say both of you good night. Good night, Amar. Again. All right. And Carla, good night. How are you? All right, wonderful. All right, so viewers, we're going to get into the story tonight and listen to what exactly she has to share. But before I do that, I'm going to ask you all, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button and also share out the stream so that we can get some persons on. If you're new here, welcome to the Unstoppable Live show. All right, and we're going to jump in right now and listen to what the caller has to share tonight. So, caller, please go right ahead. You can start from the very beginning of everything. And what the only time I will button is when I have a question. All right, so go right ahead. All right, one moment, Carla. One moment. I'm seeing the viewer saying that they're not hearing you. One moment. Let me check this out and see what is happening. Let me check this out real quick, just to see what is happening here. All right, they're saying they're not hearing the caller. All right, real quick. Let me just try to sort this out. All right, so everyone is hearing me clearly, right? Let me just try to make sure that I solve this issue real quick. Okay. All right. All right, good. So you can hear me clearly. All right. Speak again for me, Carla. Let's see what's going to happen now. All right, 1 second. Let's try to get this resolved real quick. All right, speak again. All right, can you hear the caller now, viewers? Let me know if you can hear the caller now. Well, I'm hearing the caller nice and clear, but the viewer is saying they can't hear you yet. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm just trying to rectify that real quick. No sound from the caller. Alright. Cannot hear the caller. Alright. Alright, just bear with me, viewers. I'm just trying to rectify that real quick. Okay. I think I figure out what's going on. Alright, speak again from the caller. Alright. This is strange. It shouldn't be happening. Yeah, them still I said no sound. This is strange. Alright, try saying something again. Yeah, we're still not pick you up. Omar, talk for me. Yeah, I can hear her, but talk again, Omar. No, it seems like they're only hearing me, just me only. And I don't understand why, because you can hear the tone clear. Let me see. Yes, Susie, I saw it going. The devil always try to show up himself, you know. Always try to show up himself. All right. Let's see this.
Right now. All right. Omar or Carla, anyone want to talk again?
Yeah, can they hear me now? Audience, anybody?
They should be hearing you now because I can see the volume bars moving when you speak. All right. Talk again.
Sound check. Audience, can you hear us now?
All right. They should be hearing you now. Let me know if you not hear Omar now, viewers. I can see the audio bars moving when Omar speak now, so I'm supposed to
Sound
hear
check.
Omar clear.
Sound check, audience. Can you hear us now?
All right, let's just wait for somebody to answer. All right, good, perfect. Them can hear you now. All right, Carla, so let's start from the beginning once again. Sorry about that, viewers. Didn't know that there was some kind of mishap with the whole system tonight. But anyway, let's get back to the program. All right, so Carla, start from the very beginning with what you have to share with us tonight. Go again.
Well, as I say, I was working in the Cayman Islands on permit, working with an old lady. And I was coming from supermarket. On my turn, I put on my indicator to turn off the main road. And when I look through my rearview mirror, I see a big vehicle coming behind me. And looked like it wasn't going to stop at all. And as I take off my eye off the rearview mirror, it lit me already. When it lit me cross the road, I go right across the road, going in a fence, so I have to hold tight to the steering to keep me away from the wall. And when I get the vehicle stopped, I come out of the vehicle and the service truck stopped, and I go to it, and I said to the driver, a young man, putting two on his ears, hold up his head, and I said to him, the indicator was still on even though the back of the vehicle break up. And I said to him, you never see the vehicle? And him say, yes, but him brake have a problem right away. And that's the reason why he couldn't stop. It's a level place. Listeners, it's a level place. And I said to him, you're going to call a police? And him call a police. When the police come, the police start to take pictures of the boat vehicle and the road and whatsoever happened. Then the police come and start to talk to us. I said to him when I see that, because it's the first time I'm meeting to an accident while me driving. So I said to him, why they taking picture? And him said to me, they have to take the picture to verify what happened. And I said, okay, all right. I said, the policeman, I said to the policeman, I'm close to home. And him say, so we can come off the main then and let the traffic flow and we go to your home? Because the vehicle I'm driving is for the lady that I work with. And him come off the road, go to the home, come out of the vehicle, get me license because I never have it with me in the car, give him, and call the lady's son because the lady is old and the lady's son was staying with her until me come back. And the lady's son come out and ask question and they say, well, the driver say him was wrong because in vehicle couldn't, something happened with the brake. And I call a mechanic that look about our vehicle all the time and I say, if something wrong with your brake, could it move just like that without somebody going to the engine or something? And him said no. And when the policeman said, make we come off of the road, him just go in a vehicle and just drive on the tree we drive go around by the house. Well, the policeman take a report from me, I sign it, and he leave. And my boss' son asked him how the vehicle was fixed. And it was a service truck from a big company, not the vehicle. The young man said, when anything happened with that company, they send it to X place to fix. So just carry the vehicle there and they will fix it. The young man carried mother vehicle there and it fixed. And I am the person who even go back for the vehicle. Before even the vehicle get to fix, the young man said, if I'm going to the hospital because the police said I should go to the hospital because with this impact, I should go to the hospital right there and then I wasn't feeling any pain. So the young man said, if you're going to the hospital, call us first. And he give him branch manager number and his number and everything. So the morning, next day when I wake up, that was in the evening the accident happened. So the morning when I wake up, the impact on my stomach was hurting me, my back was hurting me, and my two hands. So I go by the hospital, emergency. I call him when I go in and he never answer. I take X-ray, all kind of X-ray. As what them said, nothing wrong, but it's whiplash. And they give me all kind of pill and all kind of stuff. Well, after a month, one morning the hospital called me back and said, if I still feeling the pain, I must come in because a different surgeon read the X-ray and say if they never see that some blood circling my stomach. I go back in because my stomach was still hurting me. My hand wasn't hurting me, my back wasn't hurting me, but my stomach was hurting. And I go back in and I tell them, yes. And they say I have to do a CT scan. Even then I don't get any money from those people and I have to keep on paying, you know. And when I see that I have to do the CT scan, now I call back the young man and him saying, go and talk to him, branch manager. And he never get back to me. So I call the branch manager because I have the number and his name. And when I call him, he tell me some Jamaican bad word. And say I must use my health insurance and do my thing. And my health insurance company tell me that my health insurance go for when me sick, because if I finish the money before the year and get sick, they don't business. So when I see that I'm not getting anywhere, that was 2013, December. January 2014, I got to a lawyer. First of all, my employer sent me for the paper for the accident. I must go to traffic for it. When I go to traffic for it, she gave me a certain amount of money. And when I go to traffic, the lady at traffic said to me, no, you have to have $100 more on this money because you have to, the picture is on it. So I said to her, that time I never think of taking them to court because that time they never read the next X-ray and tell me that I have the blood. So I was just going with the pain and taking herbs and something. So when they tell me about the picture on it, I said, no, my boss only send me for this. And she give me and said, anything, you can come back to me because I have the picture. And when I see that I have to put them to court now, I go back for the picture. And the picture is nowhere to be found on that computer. The lady give me a number and a name and say, go to big traffic with this because I don't know how to come out of the street. And they maybe have it at the big traffic place. So I take it. And the name that the lady give me, when I go in there, I start to ask for the person, and a person come out and I give them the name that the lady give me and tell them what I'm looking for. And the man said to me, that man is in court, traffic court. And that's the same man I was talking to. His name is on the paper and he's telling me that he is at traffic court. And a whole man inside there know somebody that know me. And the old man call the person and say, call the lady because they have her turning in a fool out here. Because the man that she asking for is the same man she go to. And that man say he's in court. So the lady, my friend called me and said, come. And when I go, she said to me, and she tell me what happened. And she said, all right, we're going to write the commissioner of police. To write the commissioner of police. And the commissioner of police must demand to bring in a report for the accident. He couldn't find a report, so I'm heading where I live now for me to give him a different statement. I never really give him a different statement because I never trust him because the first thing he tell the commissioner of police that he never take any picture. He said never take any picture. So I never give him a next report. There is where now I put it to the lawyer and I explain everything to the lawyer. And the lawyer say, as long as they fix the vehicle, they own up to the accident. So this is a easy case. And him tell me how much to pay, and I pay it. And that lawyer carry me around every time I go to him, and he carry me around from 2014 to 2018. When 2018 come, if you know about Cayman, you work there for a set time, and then you have to come to your yard and go back if you want. So every time I go into him and see that it reached 2018 now and him don't do anything towards the case and it going on so long and I pay him, I ask him about it. The first thing him said to me that I know him doing something wrong, him said to me, it's only $1,000 you give me. I said, no. And he said, okay then, go and get your receipt and come. I said, I don't have to go. I have them with me. So I take out the 3 receipts because I pay him 500. So I take out the 3 receipts and hold them in my hand and said to him, these are your receipts? And he said, yes. Me say, all right then. Well, that means I'll give you 1,500. And he said, okay, I am going to get around the case. One day somebody called me, a friend of mine, and he said to me, no man, this gone too far. Come and let me carry it to a different firm. When I got, that's 2018, you know. When I go to the different firm now with the gentleman, the head lawyer there put me onto a lawyer. And when the lawyer look in the case, the lawyer said, well, she have to get me file from that lawyer. So she emailed the lawyer for the file. Him said, no, he's not giving up my file. And listeners, I have to write the commissioner of police. No, not the commissioner of police, the chief justice. And the chief justice write him and he still not turn it over. And I have to write back the chief justice and the chief justice write him again. And he's there in turn over the file to that lawyer. And that lawyer have it from there, trying to see if him file suit. And then when she checked the big company, him never even let them know that him have a case with them. So them never know that him have a case with them. And the insurance company for the young man, or for the company insurance, him never contact them. They don't know about it. And they never contact it because it's not the insurance fix the car, it's them. So the lady trying to work on the case when I have to come home. And I go to her, I say, I have to pay you. She said, no, because when she finished with the case, she will take her pay and give me mine. I said, can I go home and the case work on? She said, yes, because she have everything to work on the case. Now I come down 2019, May 2019, I come home. Sometimes she call me. When she don't call, I call, or her secretary send me message. And I noticed last year, the later part of last year, I said that she not calling. So I call, and the secretary said she will talk back to me. And the secretary said she will talk back to me, and I keep on calling for 3 months. She never talked to me. When this year come, April here, I said to my daughter, write a message to her. My daughter write a message to her. And she said, in the message, as I have it on my phone, she said, if she have to continue with the case, she have to sue the lawyer, because so I would have to pay her 1,500 because she have to sue him. And if I don't want to pay that, she will turn it over to legal aid. Somebody called me after that a friend that I have up there. And the friend tell me that they moved the lawyer, that the first one that have my case, did have the case, they move him from the bar because they say him negligent with the case them, so they move him from the bar. I am not the first person in do that, but it's after I go in with him, I get to find out that him do other people like that, because even my lawyer had tell me that him do somebody else the same thing and share that case as well. So since he moved from the bar, I just feel like I want to put it over a talk show that if anybody know any government sector here that work on the behalf of people that travel and they know about it, they could tell me. And if there is anything that somebody can tell me about, maybe it might not benefit me, but it might benefit somebody else who will go through something like this again. And that's my story.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. Now, sorry, you were saying something else?
No, I'm willing for any question. Ask me any question.
All right, so Omar, I'm quite sure Omar has a lot he has to say. So Omar, go right ahead, my brother. Tell the viewers who you are if you wish to.
All right, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna keep it to my first name. I'm Omar. You know, I've actually been on the show once before. I'm actually Gary's brother. I know Gary's a regular on here, and I know that you guys are a tight-knit community, so you guys can picture the connection right there.
Right.
Right? And also, let me just say that I am not an expert in Cayman law, right? Although I will say that Cayman is also a Commonwealth country, and they have laws that are, you know, fairly similar, you know, to Jamaica. And so, you know, I'm gonna speak about some things, but I don't want it to be construed as well. You know, this is an absolute thing that I'm saying here. I'm just gonna speak generally, okay? Any serious legal advice would require the caller to actually sit down and for an attorney to take a more detailed statement, call it names and dates and stuff like that. But I will, talk to her and see if I can maybe, put her in the direction of an attorney or some other entity that might be able to help in our situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So caller, I am so sorry that this happened to you. And I am so sorry. One thing I'll remind the listeners is that, Jamaica used to own the island of Cayman. Cayman used to belong to Jamaica, right? And then I don't remember the exact year it was in history, but somehow Cayman declared independence of Jamaica and they're no longer part of Jamaica. And I know throughout the wider Caribbean sometimes, Jamaicans, are have either a bad reputation or some of the other countries, depending on how you look at it, might have a kind of chip on them shoulder. And so sometimes Jamaicans are not as welcomed, and sometimes other people from other countries are intimidated by Jamaicans because, we're a small axe that chop down big tree, right? So, as far as the callers, she told us about what happened to her. So, Carla, I'm just going to ask you a few questions because, just for the sake of clarification, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you said that when the accident occurred, right? Your patient or the person that you were looking after, she was in the car with you, right?
No. I was coming from supermarket. No.
Oh,
I
so
got
you
to
were the
shopping
only
for the
one.
house. For the house. She was at home.
She was at home. Okay. All right. Because I was going to ask you if that lady had also gotten injured.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, the reason I asked that still is because, generally, you said that was your first accident, and I hope it has been your last. But generally speaking, whenever there's a car accident, the first thing that occurs is that the parties have to exchange insurance information, license, and stuff like that. And if the police, which you said that the police came to the scene of the accident, and
Yes.
took a statement from you, they're supposed to give you a copy of the statement that you received that they took from you. Or if not a copy, they're supposed to give you a number, a record locator number, so that you can have access to whatever statement and whatever photographs. Now, truth is, I'm not really familiar with police officers actually taking photographs. Many of the police officers don't ride around with a camera like that in their car. Some of them will draw diagrams, they'll take statements. But you said that, maybe that's something different in Cayman. So
That's
pictures.
Sorry to cut you, but that is something I know some insurance companies do. Like, so if the insurance company dispatches someone on the scene, then they would take photographs. I've never ever seen actually police taking photographs, but I've seen insurance company do so.
Right. So usually the insurance companies send out a claims processor, but usually that occurs sometimes after the accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said before, the initial thing that occurs is the police come, them clear the road, them take the statement. If you have to go to hospital, go to hospital, right? And then usually one of the things you have to do is to contact your insurance company, and then the insurance company will send out a claims processor to photograph the car. They'll also take a statement from you, right? And then, if you are injured and the car is damaged, then, you would have collected the information from the other driver. What their insurance company is, you can call up the driver's insurance company and you can make a claim to them, or you can make a claim to your own insurance company, and then your own insurance company will pursue your claim with the other driver's insurance company, right? sometimes if the driver who hit you admits that they're wrong,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you don't even have to get an attorney involved. Sometimes the insurance company will look at the circumstances and say, let me just put this person a check to fix the car and a settlement because the person got injured. No, it don't always happen like that, and many times the insurance company will refuse to cut you a check at first, and so people will get an attorney, and then the attorney gets involved. Now, the first attorney who who you approached and you spoke to, most of the times in a car accident, attorneys take the case on a contingency fee basis, which means that, as the second attorney said to you, if they successfully prosecute your case against the defendant and there is a settlement, an award for damages, then that attorney usually takes 33% or 30% plus legal fees of whatever settlement you have, and then you get the rest, right? Now, that attorney is getting their fees as well as any money that they put out. Because if you're doing it on a contingency basis, yes, they might ask you for filing fees, but it means that the attorney is also putting out their own money to prosecute the case, because they have an expectation that at the end of it, that the attorney will also get a share. So it is very strange that that attorney asked you for a fee. And and most of the times, like I said, whenever there's a personal injury action, which includes a car accident, that is the way that attorneys, operate with this contingency fee arrangement. And I, it is so strange that that attorney, required you to pay him. When people hire an attorney, they can pay an attorney a retainer, right? But usually you pay an attorney a retainer when you're doing some other type of, legal actions. Like if you're, suing somebody over property, or if it's a divorce case, or if it's a criminal type of case. But when it comes to personal injury actions, including car accidents, is a contingency fee basis that they're going to usually operate under. And I'm only saying this because if the other listeners, if people are listening, if some attorneys said to you that them require a retainer to look after your personal injury case, your car accident case, you just need to go and find another attorney, right? In any event, so what I do know about Cayman is that they have something that, they call a statute of limitation, and which in the case of a car accident in Cayman, you have 3 years after the accident to bring the case. And if you don't start the case within 3 years, then basically the statute of limitations pass and you can't sue anymore, right? However, Cayman also have a rule where you may be able to bring a case after 3 years if there are special circumstances. Those circumstances, include where the plaintiff who is bringing the case might have been prejudiced by, something the defendant did, right? In your case, it sounds to me like the driver, right? That's another thing too, because, the driver said to you that they will fix the vehicle, right? Some people agree. So sometimes if the accident is not that bad, drivers are aware where them say, well, I don't want my insurance rates to go up. Can you just take this to my mechanic and have my mechanic fix your car, and then we can just call it even, right? I urge drivers never, ever, ever to do that, because the first thing is, a lot of the times the person says that to you at the scene of the accident. You don't get insurance information, you don't get the license, you don't get the police report, and then you can never find that person again. Or the person carry your car to a mechanic and they make your car look worse, right? And also, as the caller said, she didn't feel any pain on the day of the accident or right after the accident. And that usually occurs because when you're involved in an accident, you know, usually you have a lot of adrenaline in your blood and you really don't feel those soft tissue injuries until a day or two or even 3 days after, right? So that's something that's another no-no that you don't want to do. You always want to get the insurance involved. I know them say your insurance might go up to some. The truth is that if you're not at fault for the happening of the accident, then your insurance rate shouldn't really go up that much, right? If it does go up, and in the larger scheme of things, even if it does go up, depending on how badly your car was damaged or whatever injuries injuries happen to you as a result of the accident, it might be worth it that your insurance go up a little bit because that person is just, the other driver usually don't have money in their pockets to pay for all your expenses. You have insurance for a reason, and the reason you have an insurance policy is whenever something like this come up, there is this pool of money that you can have access to either pay for somebody that you hit or the person who hit you have that pool of money to look after you. All right, so let me just ask let me continue with my analysis, right? So, one of the things here is that you said that you had to obtain a second attorney, right, Carla?
No, I never pay this one. This one just sent to me for money. Right. And I don't give it yet. I just come on the talk show to find out things before because I don't want to spend any more money.
Right.
And what maybe you don't get to understand, the car wasn't mine. It was for my employer. I was just driving, working with her and drive.
Right. And thank you for saying that too, because that's another issue that I needed to address. Right. And so when I'm saying these things, it's just for the purposes of educating people who don't already know. But Carla, if you were driving your employer's vehicle, right, that employer has insurance on that vehicle. And so what should have happened is that the employer would call and report the accident to her insurance company. And her insurance company, if you are driving her car as an employee, right, they should have also looked after you in as a result of the accident. Do you know if your employer ever made a claim with her own insurance company as a result of the damage to her vehicle?
No, she never make any claim, but I when the accident I call and let them know.
So you call her insurance company?
Understand all what you're saying. I never understand all of that. My employer couldn't make any claim because anywhere she going, I have to take her because she's 94.
Right. And so you call her insurance company?
Yes, because they know that I am the driver for the vehicle.
Okay. And did they ask you if you have any injuries?
Did they when I call?
Yeah, you call and tell them about the accident. Did they ever ask you if you were injured?
No.
Okay. They should have, right? And and you needed to say to him too that I was in this accident. I've been going to the hospital because you see what happens is that even if the insurance company for the other driver who drove the service truck, even if he didn't report it to his own insurance company, and sometimes they do that because the whole issue of premiums, or they don't want the employer to know about the accident because they might be afraid they might get fired, But even if he never reported it to his insurance company, once the lady, your employer insurance company, knew about the accident, right, then, they were required to investigate what caused the accident and to find out if you were injured. And even if, they're pulling their feet, you and certainly the attorney that you hired were supposed to get in touch with them, because what would happen is that her insurance company could have paid for your hospital bills, right? They could have paid for your hospital bills, and then what they do is to bring a lawsuit against the insurance company of the other driver for them to recoup that money from that driver. right? And that happens, that happens pretty often, right? Because like I said before, you are an employee, you're driving her car, they know that you drive the car, so you're covered. And so, you know, you needed to also, and just for people who are listening, in that situation, you also have to get the person's insurance um, to cover you and to help you, um, you know, with your hospital bills or whatever other claims you have. And sometimes not only that you're driving your employee's vehicle, sometimes you're just a passenger in a friend's vehicle and an accident occur. If you're a passenger in a car and an accident occur and you get hurt, right? I know it's your friend and you don't want to get them into trouble. But if you're hurt, you're going to have to make a claim to your friend's insurance company too, right? And then they're supposed to look after you legally. It's by contract. They're required to look after your hospital bills or whatever the insurance agreement says, right? Now there are different types of insurance. If you have liability insurance, then that might not be the case. But if you have a full insurance policy on the vehicle, it depends on the type of insurance contract. But generally speaking, if you're a passenger in a vehicle or you're driving your employer's vehicle, the employer or the driver of the vehicle, their insurance is also obligated to make sure that you are looked after.
Omar, let
Right?
me ask you a question before you proceed.
Mm-hmm.
Based on
Mm-hmm.
everything, because we're almost at the end of the program, but based on everything
Oh
that
my
she
God.
has stated, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think, statute of limitations for one, also the fact that she did not take any actions against the insurance company, because like you said, the insurance company should have taken care of her for one too, right? Do you think she still stands a
Mm-hmm.
chance years later? Because she said this happened 2013. We're now at 2021. Do you think it's
All right.
worth it
All right.
for her? She stands a chance.
So I have, all right. So I have three things to say. So the first thing is, you know, that lady still alive? Is your employer still alive? If she was
No, my
93.
employer died.
Okay. Um, but you said though that you did contact the insurance company because there are three things that I think you should do. The first thing is, as far as it goes with this attorney who says, "Give me this $1,500." Basically, what is happening in that case is that attorney is suing the prior attorney and saying that there was legal malpractice, meaning that the first attorney didn't do what they were supposed to do, and as a result of that, her client, which is you, was damaged. In a malpractice claim, you do have to pay a retainer fee to your attorney because that's not a personal injury claim. So yes, you do have to pay a retainer fee. But what usually happens in those cases is if your attorney thinks that it's a strong case for malpractice, if you pay that money at the end of the case, the judge usually requires the losing attorney who caused the malpractice will have to pay you not only damages that he caused you, but he will also have to pay your legal fees, right? So my advice is, if you think that's a good attorney and the attorney assures you that this is a good case, then if you have the money to pay the legal fees for her as a retainer, then I would do it. However, based on your experience, I can understand why you're hesitant to do so. But before I pay her that money, I would want to do more background check on her. You said that she never got in touch with you, but this is COVID time, so I know a lot of attorneys things slow down in the legal profession and the courthouse because of this COVID business too. But I would want to investigate her a little bit. But generally speaking, if I had the money, I would pay those fees because I'm going to get my fees back if I win.
But she would first have to really speak with the lawyer to find out from the lawyer's point of view how strong the case is, right, Omar?
Precisely, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
She would have to hear from that attorney. Is this a good case?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the weakness though is if that attorney was disbarred, he probably not have no money Understand? So your attorney can sue him and win, but them have this they say that this person is judgment proof, meaning him owe you the money, but him not the money, so him can't really pay you. And as soon as him get some money, him have to go pay you, but him can't make bread out of stone. You understand? So that is something that your attorney will also have to investigate. Because if she knows them not really have no money and there's nowhere there, because as an attorney you're required to obtain insurance, right? And if he was still insured as an attorney, then maybe she can ask his insurance company for the money for the legal malpractice suit. But if she's going after him personally, it all depends on whether or not she thinks that there is a pool of money there that you can obtain, right? So that's to me, that's a conversation for you and that attorney. You may want to ask another attorney who is a better attorney, their opinion, to see if they can do a similar thing for you. The second thing is, which is curious, is that I know in Cayman there's a 3-year statute of limitations, but there's also a rule in Cayman where even though the statute of limitations pass, meaning the usual time for you to bring a case pass, in Cayman there are special circumstances where you can bring a case even after the statute of limitation pass. And I know the Cayman court has ruled, even in the case of a car accident, that this may be done. So again, it's a while now, but based on your story, I mean, them treat you bad. So that's something that I would also ask that attorney about, or another attorney about. Do I fall into the category of the special circumstances that will allow me to bring my case, even though the 3 years statute of limitation passed? And then the third thing that I would do is I would get the name of the insurance company of your employer, give it to the attorney, let the attorney know that insurance company failed to pay your hospital bill, and failed to look after you, because it is possible that that attorney may be able to bring a lawsuit against that insurance company as well, because they are legally required to cover you under those circumstances. And if they behaved fraudulently, or if they didn't do what they were supposed to do, an attorney can look into that, and that may be another way that you can obtain some money to pay for your hospital bills or your injuries. And then the fourth thing I would say is, if you're a Jamaican in another country and something like this happens to you, or you feel like you're not getting due process under the law, and by due process I mean if you feel like them not treat you right, or them taking advantage of you, or they are treating you badly because you're a Jamaican, one of the things you should do, find the Jamaican consulate in that country and go to them and let them know what is happening, right? And they might be able to help you to get legal representation, or they can find some diplomatic means to put pressure on the authorities for them to treat you in a way that you should be treated, right? So I just give you 4 ways now that you can check out to see if you will be able to, even at this point, get compensation for your losses.
All right. So on a short term, you're saying she may have a chance, but from the standpoint of suing the lawyer, but not necessarily the company where the car or vehicle or even the insurance company.
Well, right. So I'm saying, yes, she sounds like she have a good case to sue the first attorney for legal malpractice. However, she would have to pay the retainer fee. Does she have the $1,500 to do that? Can she find an attorney who will take less? I don't know. But if she have the money, I would say it sounds like it should be a good case, because
One other question, what I want to know, Omar, and I think she would want to know this too. Is there a possibility for her to get an attorney from Jamaica to represent her on this case? Is that possible?
Okay. Yes. So the answer to that question is yes. You know, there are attorneys who, generally speaking, if you're an attorney and you're well known and you practice for a long time, and being that Jamaica is a Commonwealth country and Cayman is a Commonwealth country, which means that them use the same English law and similar legal principles.
Mm-hmm.
A Jamaican attorney maybe you can find a Jamaican attorney who is licensed to practice before the course in Cayman, and I'm sure there are Jamaican attorneys who are licensed to do that because people do business in Jamaica in Cayman, and you have attorneys who do that. But even if an attorney from Jamaica is not licensed to practice in Cayman, that attorney, if he's well known and well regarded, can ask the Cayman court for special permission, which is usually given, right, for them to go to Cayman to prosecute a case on behalf of a client.
Mm-hmm.
However, based on what you said, or what the caller said, that might cost her even more, right? Because the Jamaican attorney is gonna have to, jump on a plane and go
Right.
over there, right,
Accommodations
and
and
do
all of
search,
that.
right. And so it could cost her some more, but you could still, I would recommend, speak to an attorney in Jamaica too and hear their analysis of the case, or I mean, a specific attorney. But generally speaking, without speaking to an attorney, I can just tell you, as I said, generally, that route is possible, but it may even be more expensive in the long
Hmm. All right, Omar, thank you, my brother, for joining us tonight on this topic. Your insight is most well appreciated. All right, thank you so much again.
run. Yeah, man, definitely.
All right, Carla, you
Good
have
night,
anything
everyone.
you want to say to Omar before he leaves?
Well, what I would want to say is that I know there is a 3 year window for the case, but because the first lawyer had fire suit, they never called me in court, but he had fire suit. That means the case was there,
Mhm.
so they don't have a 3 year window on that case.
Right. So okay. All right. So you're right there. That's something that I can address really quickly. So attorney can commence a case in a court, right? And so therefore the statute of limitations didn't pass. They filed it on time, so the statute of limitations wouldn't bar you from bringing your case. However, if an attorney brings a case but fails to prosecute that case, right, then the other side can go to the court and say, listen, this attorney not serious. Can you dismiss this case for failure to prosecute? And then the judge will issue something that they call a default judgment against that attorney if that attorney fails to prosecute the case. So just because he filed the action in the court, that may mean that the statute of limitation issues don't didn't it's not relevant here. Um, but if he failed to prosecute the case, then
It probably
you
got
know
thrown out.
it probably got thrown out.
Mm.
Interestingly, if he did bring the case, right, and that's something that you have to make sure of because just because him tell us him bring the case, don't necessarily him give you a docket number.
No, this new lawyer find out, my new lawyer, the one right now, find out that he filed suit and it is there.
Right. Well, so that is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is he started it, but if he failed to prosecute it, then it runs stale and it maybe got thrown out, right? Which means that the other information I was saying to you about trying to bring the case even after 3 years, that wouldn't apply to you then because it means that the attorney did actually bring the case as he failed to prosecute it. And in those circumstances, you couldn't benefit from the rule that says, if you are prejudiced, then you can bring the case even after the statute of limitations, which is probably why the second attorney is saying the only option left to us is to file this legal malpractice suit. Right? That is probably the reason why that's where that attorney is going. Um, yeah, but as I said before, I don't know the specifics, but it sounds to me based on what you said that is the reason why this attorney is probably saying, hey, the only thing available to you now is to file the malpractice claim. That may be true, but also don't rule out the possibility of looking into any misconduct by your employer's insurance.
Insurance. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Amar. Thanks once again, my brother. All right.
Yeah, man.
Totally
Thank you.
appreciate it. Have a good night, my brother.
All right. Good night, man. Good night.
All right, Carla. Thank you so much for sharing, and hopefully, Omar gave you some answers that will help you to make a decision on moving forward.
Yes, yes. If I want to move forward, I might just leave it right there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much for sharing
I
once
don't.
again, and I do hope everything
Okay.
works out.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night. Carla, good night. You're live.
Yes. Good night, Unstoppable. Good night, all listeners. I must have caught some of the whole story, not all of it, but I just heard the last caller's encouragement to the caller,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree with everything he said up until where he said she filed the no fault. She should have a personal injury. She should have never filed a personal injury suit to begin with because her job was a driver. That was her occupation for the lady, and because her job was a driver, the first thing she should have filed was a workers' compensation case. And that would have eliminated all of what she's going through. And then turn around and file a third party against the vehicle that hit her. Workers' comp would have one, take care of all her medical bills. Doesn't matter if she's in Jamaica or if she's in Italy. They would have take
Mm.
care of her medical bills. Number two, they would have paid her 66 and two-thirds percent of her salary in the U.S. currency.
Now you're saying that she could
Wherever
have
she,
done this in the Cayman Islands?
correct,
Okay. Now,
correct.
based on this being years later, can she still do that or no?
No, she cannot. No, she cannot because again, statute of limitation ran out for workers' comp,
Mm-hmm.
but she still have a chance because she filed a personal injury claim. So
Mm.
she did not just leave herself in the cold. She did file something, even though it was the inappropriate one that she filed. She did
Oh.
file something, but had she filed because that was her job, and they knew that was her job, the insurance company knew that was her job, driving the person. So the first thing she should have done is to file a workers' comp claim. You don't need the driver to file the claim for you. She could have gone on the internet and
Mm-hmm.
filed the claim herself.
Mm-hmm.
She could have done that, and that would have made it so easy. And then she get the lawyer, which would have been the vehicle that hit her would have now been a third party.
All right. So now, okay. So the statute of limitations has run out. Just so she understands, that has run out. But since she already filed something, despite it being the wrong one, you're saying that she may still have a chance going and
The,
addressing the issue now.
not on the workers' comp, but on the vehicle that hit her. Yes. Now, even though they're giving her the runaround, she don't have to follow them around the place. She don't have to do that. All she have to do, one, is report the first crook of a lawyer that rip her off the $1,500, which I think that somebody else already reported him to the bar. Secondly, no lawyer, regardless of if it's not a corporate lawyer or like the other gentleman said, should have to, if it's a personal injury, and the individual died, no lawyer should take money from you up front, regardless of what they're filing for you. Whether they're suing the first lawyer, they should not take any money from you, because at the ending of the case, they're still going to collect that 33% plus all the expenses that they occur in filing the petitions, in making photocopies, in making phone calls. So they're still going to collect that money plus their 33%. So
Mm-hmm.
she shouldn't have to come up with $1,500.
Mm.
She need to do her own research. That's why they said do your own due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
Do your own research. There is the internet. You can sit there right there in Jamaica and do your own due diligence. Read upon the laws in Cayman Islands to see how does it work. If I go to the doctor in Jamaica and pay, am I entitled to reimbursement? Yes, you are entitled to reimbursement as long as you can provide your receipt that you went to the doctor. How did you go to the doctor? I took a cab or I took a bus. I don't know if the buses give you receipts or whatever in Jamaica. I don't think so, or unless you have a bus pass or something the what that you buy. But
Mm-hmm.
I know the cabs, if you ask them, they will write you out a receipt. As
Mm-hmm.
long as you save your prescriptions, you save all of your receipt, make a log, how many times you go to the doctor, which doctor you go for, and for what reason. If you can afford it, I know Jamaica have this thing where if you can't afford the medical, they will give you a path, or it's called path or something like that, path program, that they will give you to assist you. And in her case, bleeding in the stomach, that's serious.
Mm-hmm.
And if she can't make it back to the Cayman Islands and she need emergency care, tell them in Jamaica that, listen, I have a current case ongoing in the Cayman Islands, but she need to constantly stay in contact with her attorney while she is doing her research. Because if she relies solely on the attorney and sit there and don't do any research, they says that knowledge is power,
Mm-hmm.
and she needs to take the power in her hand and do it, and don't rely on the lawyer and say because they're lawyer they know what they're doing. No, sometimes you end up knowing more than the lawyer that you hire.
Mm-hmm.
So she need to sit there and find out as much as she can. She can also have what you call a Zoom hearing, a virtual hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That means if her case is going to be called, as long as she have her docket number, then she can have them zoom her in. She have to just make sure she have good internet.
Mm-hmm.
She don't have to see, but she could hear her case going on,
Mm-hmm.
and she could be a part of her case going on. She could be a part of everything that goes on. She could go on the internet in the courthouse in the Cayman Islands and look up her case, read the case law, see what's going on with her case. She don't have to take a back seat and said, my lawyer says she'll do this, my lawyer said she'll do that. No.
Right.
Make sure that the first lawyer is barred and barred for good.
Well, I think she said that lawyer's in prison now. I think she said so. I'm sure
Make
he's
sure he
barred.
stay there.
I'm sure he's barred. All right,
Make sure
Carla.
he stay there.
Thank you so much for calling in. It's appreciated. Your insight. Thank you again.
No problem. Good
Much love.
night. Bye.
All right, so very informative topic tonight. I'm quite sure even although all some of we never meet in an accident to learn something tonight, about the law and what to look out for and all of that. Very informative. All right. Firstly, I want to say that we need to keep Kizzy unstoppably in our thoughts, because I know she sent me a message and said that she is rushing to the emergency room with her son. He's having a little bit of complaints of pain, so we need to keep Kizzy and her son in our prayers tonight and hope everything work out all right. You know, hopefully she'll message us and tell us, you know, everything good. All right, that's the first thing. The next thing is I want to say, oh, before we get to the third, before we get to the next thing, this name in the chat, it just keep on standing out to me. And the reason why this name keep on standing out to me is this. Has anybody seen Tony Tough lately? For the past couple of shows, I see Tony Tough, and I was like, where Tony Tough there? But there's a name in the chat where just keep on standing out to me. And even though, me don't know, but people wanna tell me if I'm wrong, but B.I. Strong no seem like a Tony Tough. Wanna tell me if I'm wrong still. I just feel like B.I. Strong and Tony Tough, you know. B.I. Strong and Tony Tough, are you change your name, though? Tell me. I just feel like B.I. Strong and Tony Tough. Because this is not like Tony Tough to not be on. Right? I just feel like a B.I. Strong and Tony Tough. So Tony Tough, if I you, let me know my brother. Because I just feel like a you a B.I. Strong. See it? I just feel like, see it there. Me know say a Tony Tough, you know. Me know say a Tony Tough. Because it just stand, that name they just stand out. Me I say, yo, it have to be Tony Tough. Right? But anyway, now we know say a you. Because me did I wonder, me I say, oh, come in and see Tony Tough for the past couple shows. Something not right. Right? But the B.I. Strong name just stand out in the chat. Like me I say, wait the man. That name yeah. And the you know how me catch on to it? The way how the person commenting, me I say that person you comment just like how Tony Tough would have comment. So that's something know, but alright Tony Tough, big up yourself. So everybody who never knows say a Tony Tough, knows say a Tony Tough now. Alright. I'm going the third thing is this now. Showtime done gone over by 8 minutes. But you know we can't leave without wishing one of our loyalists a happy birthday who they are with we every single night. Negrita Unstoppable. Alright. We have to wish her a happy birthday tonight. So what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes, let's use the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to open the phone line so everybody will want to call in and wish Negrita a happy birthday over the phone lines. Start calling right now. Let me see who are going to be the first person for call and tell Negrita happy birthday. I'm going to be the first to do it. I'm going to say, Negrita Unstoppable, a blessed happy birthday to you coming from your host, Unstoppable. Alright? Let's see who is going to wish Negrita a happy birthday next. Alright, here comes Kizzy. Kizzy says, I just get through, guys. Thank you. 3 hours at the emergency room, but he got some antibiotics and we're heading home now. Alright, so that's good. There we go, family. Kizzy says she's heading home. 3 hours in the emergency room. Alright. Sylvia, what go on?
I'm good. Good night.
Boy, you make sure say you first call for tell Negrita happy birthday, eh? Big up yourself. Talk to Negrita.
Happy birthday, Negrita. And I hope you live to see many, many, many more. I hope you had a great day. Blessings, girl. Take care. Bye. Love you.
Much love. All right. Big up.
And Kizzy, I hope everything is okay with your boy. I'm praying that everything will be okay.
All
Good
right.
night.
Big up yourself. So, all right. Kizzy Unstoppable. What go on?
Nothing. Happy birthday, Negrita. And I wish you many, 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 many more, and many, 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 many more to come. Did you get your cow, though? I send you the cow. I don't know if you receive it.
All right. So you say
happy birthday and wish you many more.
All right.
And I hope you enjoy that cow.
So you say he's okay now, right?
Yes, I'm still at the emergency. I'm heading out now.
Okay. All right. Glad he's doing better, though. All right. Big up yourself. Get home safe. All right.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
All right. Let's see. That was Kizzy. All right. Let's see who else is going to call and wish Negrita a happy birthday. All right. Carla, good night. You're live.
Good night. This is Lady Margaret.
Lady
Negrita,
Margaret.
have a blessed one. Yes.
Thank you for calling, Lady Margaret. Hold on there. You're calling before Lady Margaret?
On New Year's,
On
I
New
did.
Year's. Okay. All right then. So thanks for calling
Yes.
again. All right. Wait there. You know, man. You know, that was too short. Give Negrita a proper happy birthday, man. Come on.
Okay. Happy birthday to you, Negrita. I love you, darling, even though I don't know you. But have a blessed one. And since we share the same month, greatness to you.
All right. When is your birthday? I was your birthday.
Oh, mine passed when you were on your vacation, April 6th.
Oh, okay then. Well, happy belated birthday from me and the entire Unstoppable family.
Thank
then.
you.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Yes. Good night.
All right. Let's see. We have about 3 more minutes to go. 3 more minutes to go. All right then. Princess Cher, talk quick.
Hi, good night. Happy birthday, Negrita. I wish you many, many more years to come, and I hope that you enjoyed your day. Love you.
All right. Big up yourself, Princess Cher. Much love.
All right, Unstoppable, big up.
All right. Queen Rocks. 3 minutes to go. Talk quick.
Happy birthday to you, talk, talk, talk. Happy birthday to you, work, work, work. Happy birthday, Negrita. Pass a wine. Happy birthday to you, on the river, on the bank, on the head,
You
in
would
the
have.
bed. Come on.
You would have just have to do it. No. You would have had to be the one to do it. No.
Negrita, go on with the things there, mama. Just don't hurt nobody, you see, right? Yeah. Just show the cupcake and get served up some ice cream, you see it?
All right, Queen Rocks. Big up yourself.
Good night.
Much love. Michelle, good night.
Good night, Unstoppable.
You hear Queen Rocks are going with herself, though.
I know. She have tune.
Let's see if you can tap Queen Rocks now. It's a hard one to follow.
No. I wouldn't even try it. Happy birthday, Negrita, and I wishing you all the best, and may God bless you so you live to see many, many more.
All right then, Michelle. Much love. Thanks for calling. All right.
All right, take care.
Good night. But me see everybody calling and I wish as me talk, you know, as me that goes, just as I was about to say, everybody calling in and wishing Negrita happy birthday. I mean, I see Negrita comment not one time, but then as soon as me say that, me see her comment pop up. All right then, Lady B, what go on?
Wagwan, big up yourself, Unstoppable.
All the while.
Unstoppable family, blessings. Negrita, happy birthday, girl. I was gonna sing, but because Queen Rock sing already, me don't wanna say me a fall off fashion, you understand?
No man, sing for her, man. Sing for her.
Go shorty, it's a birthday. You gotta party like it's a birthday. You gotta drink Bacardi like it's a birthday. Anyway, Negrita, happy birthday. I love you. But I got me not know you know, cause me kinda know you a little bit. And even though you always trouble me about my eyeglasses, me I go get that eyeglasses in your birthday month. So anyway, love you and Kizzy, big up yourself, drive home safely, and love you all the Unstoppable family. All right?
Big up
Good
yourself,
night.
Lady B. Much love. All right, so one of the things then what we have to point out is this, and this is something where we know anyhow because we've been around long enough. The whole of we were the Panda platform here, family, and we said this all the while, we're a family of strangers, right? We're a family of strangers. We don't know one another, you know, but over the couple of years, it's been a couple of years already, you know, people don't believe that? It has been a couple of years already since we have been on the Unstoppable Live platform. Yes. In fact, it has been 2020, 2018. How much years is that? So it has been a couple of years since we've been here and bonded and become one big family where we don't know one another in person, but we just love one another just like that. So when you see everybody calling in and saying happy birthday, Negrita, and it sounds genuine, it's because it is genuine, you know, because we're all a family of strangers. And you know what's better than having family? You understand? All when we don't know one another personally. But Negrita, you know, that right there just goes to show that you are loved by the Unstoppable family, you know? Goes to show that you are loved by the Unstoppable family, because everybody jump off of them seat for calling and wish you a happy birthday. Alright? Yeah. Everybody jump off of them seat real quick just for call and tell you a happy birthday. So, you know, I hope you appreciated everybody is calling in. And, you know, well, I shouldn't say everybody. The few that called. Alright? Let me put it that way there. Alright? I hope you appreciate the calls and the happy birthday wishes. Alright, Negrita, much love. Viewers, we reached the end of the program. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, if you know, say, you have your badge beside your name, it's that time of the night for you to start marching out. Alright, so let's see all of who have them badge. And by the way, you ready if you know your culture? Let me see in the comment section. You ready if you know your culture? You ready for Friday night? Ready for Friday night? For know your culture? Cause trust me, I gonna bring the fire Friday night, you know. You see how much me talk about it? Me tell you about it Monday night, and me tell you about it now. You better come prepared for know your culture Friday night. You see? Yeah. Alright, marching out first and foremost is none other than the Irie daughter rocking a golden VIP badge. Then Keisha, highly blessed, good night Keisha, rolling out with a golden VIP. We got the Diva with the super VIP badge beside her name. Also we got, wait, the Michelle Robinson, Unstoppable, rocking a golden VIP. Oh, Michelle says her birthday is next week. Alright then, Michelle, make sure you remind me which night of your birthday so that we can wish you a happy birthday too. Alright. The Diva rocking a super VIP. Negrita Unstoppable is me shot for truth. I don't know what that means in Negrita. But anyway, yes, what that was supposed to be, shot or shot. Anyway, Negrita is rocking a extreme VIP. Maximar is in the building, and Maximar Unstoppable is rocking a golden VIP badge. Then we also got Trev Essence rolling out, rocking a extreme VIP. Darlene Walter Riley, good night Darlene, is rocking a super VIP. Then we got Roseanne Unstoppable rocking a golden VIP badge. Alright, we also have Tappers in the building. Tappers are rock a golden VIP. Tappers, which part are you a newbie? Somebody send back Tappers I back I class me there. But I'm a newbie, but I blended in. Tappers, you done pass newbie stage long time. You pass newbie stage long time, Tappers. So I don't know what you're talking about. Lady B Unstoppable is rolling out with an extreme VIP. Sheila Rowe is rolling out with a super VIP badge. Then we got Dewey and Randolph rocking badges on Facebook and the YouTube. Alright. Then we also, alright, Tappers say, alright then. Let's see what go on Friday in Tappers. Sylvia Unstoppable is rolling out with a golden VIP. Alright then, who else? Desreen say, yes, me ready. Alright then, Desreen, me I go see what me out tonight, you know. Lyra Lopez rolling out with a golden VIP badge. Big up yourself, Lyra. Alright then, let's see who else is rolling out. The Diva. Alright then. Me can march out. Oh, up to the Diva. The Diva is rocking a super VIP. Tony Tough is rocking a golden VIP. A joke. A B.I. Strong is rocking a golden VIP badge. We got Joy Blackwood in the building tonight, and Joy is rocking a extreme VIP badge. Big up yourself in a Joy every time. Alright, is that everybody? No, see Lady Margaret, they just roll out. Lady Margaret is rolling out with a super VIP badge. Natalia Unstoppable is in the building, and she is rocking a super VIP as well. And we have to remember Janine Unstoppable as well. See Narlan Baxter there. Narlan is rocking a super VIP. Yeah man, me not Tony. You see it? You see it now? You see me still a call you Tony Tough, but anyway, me have to get used to the B.I. Strong name. Alright, yeah man, B.I. Strong. Me don't know where Tappers are come about newbie. Alright, Mina Unstoppable, aka Lilika Unstoppable. So for those of you who did not know who Mina is Lilika Unstoppable. So Lilika Unstoppable is rolling her VIP badge. Big up yourself, Mina Unstoppable, aka Lilika. Alright, then Sheldon Unstoppable Royal is rolling out, rocking a super VIP badge beside his name. Alright, then see Violet here. Violet, big up yourself. Violet is marching out, and Violet says, ouch, you missed my birthday in Unstoppable. It was the 22nd of March. But nonetheless, happy belated birthday, Violet. And you don't know, say, March right there so again. So don't worry yourself. We are going to write here some March next year. Alright. So it looks like it that, yeah, everybody that's a family. Done with this. Wrap up and gone right now. So I'm going to be here Friday night. And everybody just come prepared for Know Your Culture. Alright? Know Your Culture Friday night. You better come prepare for it. So big up on yourself. Done, gone. And I am out of here.
Feel the music. Feel the music.